Hello and welcome to Replacement Player Baseball. It is opening day of the 2021 season, and we are very excited to be here for Game 1 between the Cubs and Pirates this year. The Cubs have made a number of moves in the offseason in an attempt to win now during the 2021 season. Gone are some stalwarts such as Jose Quintana, John Lester, Jason Hayward, Javier Baez, all gone during the offseason and last season. Brought in their places are Bryce Harper, George Springer, Xander Bogaerts, and a new pitching staff including Aaron Nola, Lance McCullers, James Paxton, and Chris Archer. The Cubs still have some holdovers, as we still have Rizzo and Happ and Bryant, who's on the disabled list. So, in today's game, let's get down to opening day and see the Cubs facing off against the Pirates here in Wrigley Field. The Cubs are going to send their new ace, Aaron Nola, out to the mound. He is making his first appearance of the season as the Cubs opening day starter, and he will be supported by a lineup of Isaac Paradas playing third for the injured Bryant, Xander Bogaerts playing short, Bryce Harper in right, George Springer in center, Rizzo playing first, Danny Santana playing in left, Josh Phegley doing the catching, the pitcher Nola batting eighth, and Nico Horner playing second and batting ninth. The Pirates are going to send righty Joe Musgrove out to the mound as their opening day starter. And the Pirates lineup will include Kevin Newman, Ke'Bryan Hayes, Brian Reynolds, Josh Bell, Gregory Polanco, former Cub Victor Caratini, J.T. Riddle, Giuliana Herrera playing center, and Joe Musgrove pitching and batting ninth. It is certainly a beautiful day, although chilly here in Wrigley Field. Clear skies, but 37 degrees, and the wind blowing out to left at 9 mph. So, as the Cubs take the field and the last notes of the national anthem fade into the background, we see Aaron Nola on the mound for the Cubs, facing off with the Pirates leadoff hitter, Kevin Newman. So it is a new day in Wrigley Field. A new season underway, and we are excited to cap this season on opening day. So with a full count, Aaron Nola standing on the mound, facing off with Newman. Here's the pitch, and he delivers ball four as Newman heads down to first with a leadoff walk. Next up is Ke'Bryan Hayes. With nobody out and one man on, here's a one-strike pitch, and there's a liner into right. Harper's chasing it all the way back to the wall. This is going to be extra bases for Hayes as he heads into second. Newman rounding third and heading home. He is going to score the first run of the season as the Pirates take a 1-0 lead on the Hayes RBI double. So, top of the first inning, one run already in. And Brian Reynolds is the next batter for the Pirates. He's facing Nola with a 2-2 count. And there's a grounder toward third. Paradas has it. He throws to first after looking the runner back. And that will be out number one. Josh Bell, not a batter, with one out and one man on. Here is a one-ball pitch and a drive. Deep right field. That is going to take it all the way to the stands. 3-0 Pirates. And that ball cleared the bleachers and landed on the street behind right center field. So a 2-run home run for the Pirates, giving them a 3-0 lead here at the top of the first inning. I don't think this is how Aaron Nola imagined his first game in Wrigley Field going, but hopefully he's going to bounce back here and get a couple of outs here in the top of the first inning. So Nola now facing Polanco, and there's a pop-up to center. Springer coming in, he makes the catch for out number two. Victor Caratini, the next batter, with two outs and nobody on. 2-2 count to Caratini. And there's a grounder back toward the mound. Nola has it, throws over to first, and that will end the inning. But not before a 3-run score. We're going to the bottom of the first of a 3-0 Pirate lead. Fernandez now the batter. He's leading off to the Cubs against Joe Musgrove. Bottom of the first inning, Cubs down by 3, needs some base runners to get back in this ball game. Here's the full count pitch, and there's a liner into left field. That's going to be a leadoff single for Isaac Fernandez. Big wide turn at first, but he heads back to the base. And now the next batter is Xander Bogaerts. Nobody out, one man on. Fernandez on first, and Musgrove is average as holding runners, so I don't think we're going to be running in this situation. Bogaerts facing Musgrove with a full count. Here's the pitch. A pop up to center. Coming in is the center fielder, and Herrera making the catch for the first out of the inning. Bryce Harper now the batter, making his first at-bat in the blue and white pinstripes. Facing off with the righty Joe Musgrove with 1 out, 1 man on in the bottom of the first inning. Here's a 2-2 pitch, and Harper's going to lift that one into center. Herrera coming in a long way. He'll make the catch in short center field for out number 2. Next up is George Springer with 2 outs and a runner on first. Fernandez still standing on first, waiting to be advanced. 2-1 pitch, and there's a liner past the shortstop into left field. That'll be a single. Stopping at second is Fernandez, and now the Cubs have first and second with 2 outs. Anthony Rizzo is the next batter with 2 outs and 2 men on. Rizzo facing Musgrove with a 2-strike count, and he's going to drive that one to right. However, the right fielder, Polanco, makes the running catch to end the inning. Man, Rizzo hit that one hard, but it was within range of the right fielder, and he put it away. As the Cubs strand 2, we go to the top of the second inning of a 3-0 ball game. JT Riddle is going to lead off for the Pirates here in the top of the second. Nola working. Here is the first pitch, and a grounder towards second. The throw goes over to first, and that'll be out number 1. Score that one 4-3 in the scorebook. Next up is Giuliana Herrera. 1 out, nobody on. Full count pitch to Herrera. And a swing and a miss for strike 3. So Nola gets his first strikeout of the game. And now he's going to face the pitcher Musgrove with 2 outs and nobody on. A 1-ball count. And Musgrove grounds it toward short. Bogaerts has it, throws to first, that'll end the inning. So Nola shakes off those first inning jitters. He gets a 1-2-3 second. We go to the bottom of the second now of a 3-0 ball. Musgrove facing Santana here in the bottom of the second. Santana, the switch hitter, batting to the left side against the righty Musgrove. Here's a 1-1 pitch and a pop up to right. Again, on a long run toward the line, the right fielder, Polanco, making the catch for the first out of the inning. Fegley now the batter with 1 out and nobody on. Here's the 1-ball pitch to Fegley. And a liner over the third baseman's head down the left field line. That'll be a 1-out single for Josh Fegley. He stops it first with his base hit. And that brings up the pitcher Nola. 1 out, 1 man on. A sacrifice is going to be in order here, as Nola will be asked to lay down the bunt. The bunt is down the first base line. The first baseman has it. He throws to second. And they get the very slow Fegley trying to advance to second on the force out. So the bunt is unsuccessful. Nola is now standing on first, and Nico Horner is the batter with 2 outs. Bottom of the second inning, Horner waiting for the 1-1 pitch and a grounder toward first. The first baseman has it, flips to the pitcher covering, and that will end the inning. So we go to the top of the third, the Cubs stranding another runner of a 3-0 ball game. Kevin Newman leading off to the Pirates again here in the top of the third inning. Nola working with a 1-2 count. Here's the pitch. Grounder toward short. Bogaerts has it. Throws over to Rizzo. That is the first out of the inning. Next up is Hayes with 1 out, nobody on. Full count pitch to Brian Hayes. Musgrove, the delivery, and that is strike 3 call. That was Nola with the strikeout, a fastball right at the knees. And now Reynolds is the batter with 2 outs and nobody on. Here is the first pitch to Reynolds. Nola with the delivery. And a liner past the third baseman into left field. That is going to be a 2-out single. So the inning stays alive, and Nola will now have to face Bell with 2 outs and 1 man on. Here's the first pitch to Josh Bell. Liner into center. Springer adjusting, a couple steps to his right, and he makes the catch to end the inning. So one runner is stranded. We go to the bottom of the third, still 3-0 Pittsburgh. Isaac Fernandez facing Joe Musgrove here in the bottom of the third. Fernandez waiting for the one ball pitch and a grounder towards short. Fernandez is a little slow down the line and he is retired for the first out of the inning. Bogart's now facing Musgrove with one out and nobody on. Here's a 2-ball count. Musgrove delivering the pitch. Grounder toward third. Hayes has it. He throws over to first. That's 2 down. And that will bring up Harper with 2 outs and nobody on. Harper waiting for the 0-2 pitch. Here it comes. And a pop up to left. Deep, but playable down the line. The left fielder is going to make the catch and end the inning. So we're going to the top of the fourth. It is still a 3-0 Pirate lead. Gregory Polanco is going to lead off to the Pirates. He's over 1 today. Facing Nola here in the top of the fourth inning. Full count, Nola delivering the pitch. Swing and a miss for strike 3. Nolan gets his 3rd strikeout of the game, and it brings up Caratini. 1 out, nobody on. 0-2 pitch to Victor Caratini. And another swing and a miss for strike 3. So Nola really finding a groove here. He'll now face Riddle with 2 outs and nobody on. 1 strike pitch. And Riddle grounds it to third. Paradas has it, throws over to first, and that will end the inning. Pirates going down in order. We go down to the bottom of the fourth of a 3-0 ball game. George Springer coming up to the Cubs facing Joe Musgrove here in the bottom of the fourth. 1-2 is the count. Springer swinging and missing at a slider for strike 3. So Musgrove gets his 1st strikeout of the game, and now Rizzo is the batter. 1 out, nobody on. Rizzo waiting for the first pitch from Musgrove. Shift is on. That's a pop-up on the infield. Foul territory, the third baseman will have it, and Hayes puts it away from number 2. Santana now the batter, 2 outs and nobody on. Here's an 0-2 pitch to Danny Santana. And a swing and a miss for strike 3. So Santana swinging and missing to end the inning. We're going to the top of the 5th. It's a 3-0 Pirate lead. Heredia facing Nola here in the top of the 5th. 2-strike count. Nola delivers the pitch. Swing and a miss. And Heredia swings and misses at the sinker. That's Nola's 5th strikeout of the game. Musgrove now batting. 1 out and nobody on. Musgrove waiting for the pitch. And a liner into left center field. That's deep and it's into the basket. Springer thought he had a play on it, but 389 feet to left center field, and that is a 4-0 Pirate lead here in the top of the 5th inning. So Nola, due to bat second in the next inning, this might be his final inning of work. We'll have to see what happens. Nola facing Newman with 1 out and nobody on. Here's a full count pitch, and there's a grounder to third. Paradas has it. He throws over to first, and that is out number 2. So Hayes now the batter with 2 outs and nobody on. Nola facing Hayes with a 3-0 count. Here comes the pitch. That is a ball 4, a walk on 4 straight pitches, and Nola issues his 2nd free pass of the ball game. Brian Reynolds now the batter with 2 outs and a runner on first. And this is going to see some activity in the Cub bullpen. We are going to warm up Jonathan Loaiza here in the top of the 5th inning. Nola looking to pitch to Reynolds with a 1-strike count. Here it comes. And a grounder to first. Rizzo has it. He steps on the base, and that'll end the inning. So we're going to the bottom of the 5th of a 4-0 Pirate lead. They scored 1 on the Musgrove solo home run. Fegley leading off against Musgrove here in the bottom of the 5th inning. And the wheels are going to start turning as we're going to see some pinch hitting happening here in the Cub lineup. First off, we are going to see Malik Smith is going to pinch hit for the catcher Fegley. Now, Malik Smith is coming up. He's going to face Musgrove here in the bottom of the 5th inning. With a 2-1 count, Smith waiting for the pitch. And he's going to ground that to second. The throw goes over to first, and that is going to be out number 1. Next up is the pitcher Nola, but we're going to, I meant to pinch hit for him, and he grounds it weakly to second. The throw rolls over to first, and that's out number 2. Well, the pinch hitter, and I just clicked on the wrong button right there. So we're going to set Loiza down. Since Nola batted for himself, we may as well send him back out for the 6th inning. Corner now the batter, facing Musgrove with 2 outs and nobody on. Here comes the pitch. And Horner's going to ground that one to second. The throw goes to first, and I feel like we just had 3 straight ground balls to second base, and that's going to end the inning. We go to the top of the 6th now. It is a 4-0 Pirate lead, and Miguel Amaya is going to come in, and he is going to do the catching for the Cubs. Now, Nola's going to face Josh Bell, Polanco, and Caratini here in the top of the 6th inning. Nola working with 74 pitches. Here's a 3-1 count. Nola delivers. That is ball 4 low, and the leadoff walk is issued. So we're going to get Loiza back up because he's still ready. All right, Nola is going to face Polanco here in the top of the 6th inning. Nobody out, runner on first. Here's a 2-2 pitch from Nola. And that is strike 3 called, so he gets him looking. That's the first out of the inning, 6th strikeout of the game for Nola. And now Caratini's the batter. So Nola is going to get to face Caratini with 1 out and 1 man on. Here's a 3-1 pitch, and ball 4 is issued. So that's going to be the end of the day for Aaron Nola, with 2 walks and 1 out here in the top of the 6th inning. And now Loiza will be brought in to face Riddle. So Loiza will be brought in. He will bat in the number 8 spot. Loiza making his first appearance of the season. He's going to face Riddle, Heredia in the pitcher's spot here in the top of the 6th inning. Cubs already down by 4. Really needing a strikeout or a double play ground ball to get out of this inning. So Loiza working with a 2-strike count. He looks in, there's the pitch. Strike 3 is called. So that's a changeup for strike 3. He got Riddle looking with, now there's 2 outs with 2 men on, and Heredia is the next batter. Loiza facing Heredia with a 2-2 count. And Loiza delivering the pitch, and strike 3 is called. So Loiza gets us out of the inning. We're going to the bottom of the 6th. 2 runners are stranded. Nobody scores. And it is still a 4-0 Pirate lead. Paradas is going to lead off against Musgrove here in the bottom of the 6th inning. With a 1-2 count, Paradas waiting for the pitch. And a swing and a miss for strike 3. That was a slider down the way, and he chased it. And now Xander Bogaerts is the batter. 1 out, nobody on. Musgrove facing Bogaerts with a 1-2 count. Musgrove delivering the pitch. And a liner toward the third baseman on the ground. The throw goes over to first, and that is going to be out number 2. So Bryce Harper is the next batter. 2 outs and nobody on. Harper waiting for the 2-1 pitch. And a liner over the third baseman's head. This one down in the left field corner. Harper going for extra bases, rounding first, heading for second. He's going to slide in with a 2-out double. So Bryce Harper keeps the inning live with an extra base hit, and that will bring up George Springer. Cubs down by 4 in the bottom of the 6th inning. Springer facing Musgrove with 2 outs and 1 man on. Here's an 0-2 pitch, and Springer on a check swing is sprung up to end the inning. So the Cubs strand a runner. We go to the top of the 7th of a 4-0 ball game. Loiza coming back out to face Musgrove here in the top of the 7th. Loiza got the final 2 outs in the 6th inning, and now facing the pitcher with a 1-2 count here in the top of the 7th. There is strike 3 called, and Loiza has 3 strikeouts. He has struck out every batter he has faced so far in this game. Now Newman facing Loiza with 1 out, nobody on. There's a 1-2 count, and Loiza delivers a fastball at 99. That's a swinging strike. He's got his 4th strikeout of the game. Hayes is now the batter with 2 outs and nobody on. Top of the 7th inning. Loiza facing Hayes. Here comes the pitch. And a liner up the middle. That's going to be a base hit. So Hayes gets the 2-out single as he stops at first. And now Loiza will face Reynolds with 2 outs and 1 man on. Here's a full count pitch to Reynolds. And a liner into center, going back as Springer, back to the wall. He's going to play it off the wall on a hop. The throw comes back in. The runner tries to score. The throw goes to second. And Hayes is going to score. The RBI double is credited to Reynolds, and now the Pirates have a 5-0 lead. So Loaiza now facing Bell. We're going to have to warm up another reliever here. The next reliever to be warmed up will be Domingo Germán. So Loaiza facing Bell with 2 outs, runner on second. 1 run already in. Here's a 3-1 pitch, and that is inside for ball 4. And suddenly, Loaiza, after looking very sharp, seems to have lost track of the plate out there. Let's visit the mound and see what we have to say. He's saying he's feeling a little bit, but he's still in good shape. Domingo Germán is ready, and Germán is going to be brought into this ballgame because Loaiza gave up a walk, a couple base hits, the run's already in. All right, Germán will be brought in. This is his first appearance of the season. He's going to face Polanco with 2 outs and 2 run on here in the top of the 7th inning. Germán looking to deliver the pitch. And there's a grounder to second. Horner has it. He throws over to first, and that will end the inning. So the Pirates score once. We go to the bottom of the 7th of a 5-0 ball game. And today, we are going to have, as our guest conductor for the 7th inning stretch, it is going to be Mark Grace. So Anthony Rizzo leading off for the Cubs here at the bottom of the 7th inning. Rizzo facing Musgrove with the Cubs down by 5. Here's a 2-1 pitch to Anthony Rizzo. Musgrove delivering the pitch. And a grounder back toward the second base. However, the shortstop has it. Throws over to first, and that is going to be out number 1. Danny Santana, the next batter, with 1 out and nobody on. Here's 1 strike count. Santana waiting for the pitch. Popped up behind first base. Bell going back. He's actually called off by the second baseman, Newman. He makes the catch for the second out of the inning. Miguel Amaya now the batter with 2 outs and nobody on. Amaya facing Musgrove. We're going to warm up a reliever just on the off chance that Amaya would get on base. Here's a 2-1 count. Amaya waiting for the pitch. And there's a liner down the right field line. That's going to be a single. Miguel Amaya with the 2-out single as he stops at first. And the inning stays alive as the pitcher spot comes up. So now we're going to see a pinch hitter. In this case, it's going to be Ian Happ. Happ will be brought in for the pitcher's spot with 2 outs in the bottom of the 7th inning. The switch-hitting Happ will step up from the left side against the righty Musgrove. Cubs looking to rally here in the bottom of the 7th. Here's a 2-1 pitch to Ian Happ. And a pop-up to right. That is going to drop into no man's land. That's going to be a single as the runner goes first to third. He slides into third, and Amaya gets all the way to third on the Happ single. So suddenly the Cubs have got something going here. Runners on the corner with 2 outs in the bottom of the 7th inning. And Nico Horner now is the batter. He's 0 for 2 today. And he's going to face the new Pirate reliever, Chad Kuhl, who's making his first appearance of the season. Now, the Cubs are going to counter with lefty Mike Tauschman here at the bottom of the 7th inning. So, Tauschman facing Kuhl with 2 outs and runners on the corners, down by 5 here at the bottom of the 7th. There's a 2-strike count, and the pitch to Tauschman. And he swings and misses for strike 3. That ends the inning. So the Cubs strand 2. We go to the top of the 8th of a 5-0 ball. All right, now, Happ is going to stay in this game. He's going to play second. And Jack Patterson, the reliever, will be brought into the number 9 spot, and he will pitch. So Patterson is going to face Victor Caratini. The lefty Patterson is going to turn Caratini around to bat from the right side here in the top of the 8th inning. Patterson working with a 3-1 count. And here comes the pitch to Caratini. That is outside for ball 4. So Patterson issues the leadoff walk. And that'll bring up the lefty Riddle. With nobody out, one man on. 1 ball count, Patterson delivers the pitch. And a grounder towards second. Happ has it. He throws over to first, but the throw is late. Happ making an excellent defensive sliding play to keep that ball from going into the outfield. However, Riddle has an infield single, and now Herrera is the batter. And once again, we're warming up another reliever. This time it's going to be Junior Fernandez. Fernandez will be warmed up in the Cub bullpen, and Patterson now facing Herrera with nobody out, runners on first and second. Here's a 1-1 pitch, and there's a grounder towards short. Bogarts over to Happ, the relay to Rizzo, and that's a 6-4 3-double play. So that is exactly what the Cubs need right there. The runner Caratini advances to third. However, now there's 2 outs and a runner 90 feet away. And Domingo Leyva is going to be the pinch hitter as the Cubs lefty Patterson will work with 2 outs and a runner on third. So here is the first pitch from Patterson. And there's a grounder towards second. Happ has it, throws over to first, and that will end the inning. So the runner is stranded. The Pirates do not score. We're going to the bottom of the 8th with a 5-0 Pittsburgh lead. Isaac Paradas is going to lead off against Hector Noisy here in the bottom of the 8th inning. The Cubs down by 5, needing some base runners to get back into this ball game and stage a rally. Paradas 1 for 3 today, waiting for the 1-strike pitch. Here's the stretch and the delivery, and there's a grounder towards short. Picked up and thrown over to first. That is going to be 1 out in the inning. Xander Bogaerts now the batter. 1 out and nobody on. Here's a 1-1 count. Bogaerts waiting for the pitch. And a pop-up in foul territory. The third baseman Hayes is chasing, and he puts it away for out number 2. Next up is Harper. With 2 outs and nobody on, here's a 1-1 count. Bryce Harper waiting for the pitch. And a liner into right field that's going to drop in for a 2-out single. While the Cubs certainly have the 2-out base hit perfected in this ball game. Harper is on first, and George Springer is the next batter with 2 outs and 1 man on. Noisy facing Springer. Here comes the first pitch, and a pop up to left. Coming in as left fielder, he's going to make the catch, and that will end the inning. So we go to the top of the 9th. It is a 5-0 ball game. And we see, so we warmed up Junior Fernandez. Patterson is still on the mound. We're going to visit the mound. Fernandez is ready, and we're going to change pitchers. So Junior Fernandez is going to get slotted into the number 9 spot, and the righty Fernandez will face the top of the Pirates lineup in the top of the 9th inning. Fernandez working with a 2-2 count. Cubs down by 5, need to hold him right here. Here's the pitch, a ground ball to third. Paradas has it. He throws over to first, and the throw is in time, as that is out number 1. Paradas sure looked like he took a long time making that throw, but the out was recorded, and now Hayes is the next batter. 1 out and nobody on. Fernandez facing Hayes with a 1-1 count. 1 out. Top of the 9th. Here's the pitch. A ground ball to second. Happ has it. He throws over to first. That's going to be out number 2. Next up is Reynolds with 2 outs and nobody on. 0-2 pitch to Brian Reynolds. And Fernandez delivers. And there's a swing and a miss for strike 3. So the Pirates go down in order. We go down to the bottom of the 9th as the Cubs have 3 outs remaining in this ball game to make up a 5-run deficit. Anthony Rizzo going to lead off for the Cubs here in the bottom of the 9th. Rizzo facing Noisy with a 1-ball count. Here comes the pitch to Rizzo. And a pop-up, deep right field, going back toward the warning track, and making the catch is Polanco for out number 1. Rizzo gave it a ride, but it wasn't quite deep enough, and now Danny Santana's the batter. 1 out, nobody on. 0-2 pitch to Danny Santana. And there's a strike 3 called on the inside corner, so 2 outs in the inning. The Cubs down to their final out, and Miguel Amaya is the next batter. 2 outs, nobody on, 1-ball count. Amaya waiting for the pitch. And a ground ball to second. The second baseman dives, he has it, he throws to first, but Amaya, flashing some speed once again, beats it out for an infield single. And now Ian Happ is the batter. He is 1 for 1 today. He faces Noisy as a switch hitter from the left side with a runner on first and 2 outs in the bottom of the 9th inning. Here is a 2-2 pitch, and there's a pop-up to right. This will probably end the ball game. Polanco gets under it, and he makes the catch to end the inning. So the Pirates are victorious 5-0 here on opening day. The Pirates get 5 runs on 7 hits with no errors. The Cubs, no runs on 8 hits with no errors. The player of today's game is the Pirates' Joe Musgrove, who goes to 1-0. He threw 6 2/3 innings of 6-hit, 4-strikeout baseball. The Cubs' Aaron Nola takes the loss. He went 5 1/3, 4 hits, 4 runs all earned, 4 walks, and 6 strikeouts, including 2 home runs allowed. The Cubs' bullpen put in a pretty good performance, although Loaiza did allow 1 run to score. So the Cubs dropped to 0-1 and the Pirates improved to 1-0 here on opening day. Thank you for watching Replacement Player Baseball.